Hey, good morning, everybody. Marketing Mondays, Trey Lewellen. Today I'm going to be talking about a couple of things that will kill your online business overnight, my friends. That's what we're going to be talking about today. So I want to talk to you real quick about some things that are changing in the market right now and how to prepare. Basically, with the virus going around, with the coronavirus, we got a lot of people on red alert. The economy, the U.S. is just recognizing the effects of the things that are happening and the scarcity and the fearfulness that is going around the world right now, especially in Europe and in Italy, and of course China, now breaking into the U.S. So we saw the Dow Jones take a massive hit, right? One of the largest ones in history a couple days ago over the last 2 weeks. And the reason is because of the fear factor that people are getting scared. So a couple things on that. One is you got to make sure you're prepared, right? Always make sure you're prepared for winter. That's rule number 101, business 101 for online e-commerce and any other business that you're running, is how to prepare for winter. The e-commerce is great right now. The economy is great. It's at an all-time high. Like, we got great people running the entire thing right now. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of money moving places, and there's a lot of money being made by a lot of people. And this is like harvest time, right? Everybody's in harvest mode. Like, we are harvesting all the things that we've planted over the past year, 2 years, 3 years. But my friends, now's not the time to be spending that money either. Now's the time to be collecting and holding and waiting for people to be what J.P. Morgan's dad said was, wait to buy until people are bleeding on the streets, right? And so that could be coming very soon, especially with the things that are kind of coming into the market right now. But I want to make sure that you're prepared. Well, a big research community went out and they researched in China. They said, hey, how many months do you have cash reserves to sustain a loss of no factories running, no income coming in? And the majority was less than a month. The next majority was 2 months, and then there's a little bit at the 6-month mark, interesting enough. So that brings me to my question today, is how are you preparing for winter in your own business? Do you have cash reserves that you can pay back to yourself or pay yourself during a time of winter, time of preparedness, right? Time of kind of hunkering down, if you will, and waiting out the storm. Look at 2008, people lost their homes, people went crazy bankrupt, right? We want you to be prepared and know to be prepared for the time coming, because I think a lot of people think that, oh, it's summertime, it's harvest season, it's going to continue this way for the rest of our lives, when in fact winter is approaching, my friends. Jim Rohn talks about a really cool scenario about ants. When the ants it's summertime, they're not out playing and sunbathing and grazing in the sun and having happy dances. No. They are preparing for winter. They're out finding food. They're out finding things to put in their house, put in their homes, and to feed the queen ant, or whatever it is. And they're preparing for winter because they know summer's not going to last. And that's the big thing I want to kind of hit on you guys today is the fun will not last. So take advantage of it as it exists right now. Go into harvest season, start harvesting up, planting seeds, and like rocking and rolling this, because at the end of the day, it will end. Unfortunately, it'll go down. And that's the time to go out and buy, invest, and go out and really collect, right? Because think about it. If everybody's in a downturn and you've made superior moves to not be in one, so you can protect yourself, you have cash reserves, you can pay off your employees, you can pay for your overhead, you can do things like that, and you still have cash left over, you're in buying season, right? Which is going to come. And you can go buy companies, you can go buy land, you can go buy buildings, you can buy foreclosures, you can go like little fish becomes big fish really easy when it becomes buying season. Right now it's not buying season. Today would be a bad day to go out and buy a company or go out and buy a home or a real estate investment property or anything like that. Now's the time to hold your cash, in my own opinion, and wait until there are people bleeding on the streets and then go buy. You will make so much more money doing so, and then ramping that up as the economy turns around, okay? Because it always does, right? There's always the fluctuations through the economy, but it's the best time to save, and it's the best time to buy during those times. So the question is this will kill your online business overnight if you don't have the right plan in play, which is planning for the storm that's approaching. With the coronavirus, the thing is, a lot of you guys are on e-commerce that follow me, and I appreciate you guys following. Just want to make sure you're prepared, right? So with the coronavirus, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of hitting the interwebs right now, and that's kind of going in between things. And so it's like, hey, is China down? Is China factories not working? Are employees off? And right now we know there's about 30% that are back to work, which means 70% are not working right now, which makes it pretty hard to make stuff, right? To keep custom making and producing enough products to supply not just the US, but Mexico and Europe and Asia and Africa and all the other countries that we kind of forget about, because we think about it's only us buying stuff from China, but it's everybody, right? So they got to find out who to supply first, and most likely it's going to be the person who pays the most. As you might have noticed, prices are increasing in China right now because the demand is high, right? They got demand on their end, where hey, we got the workers, we got the demand, we're gonna raise our prices. It's harvest season, right? Because people are bleeding on the streets right now in China, my friends. So now the people who did plan for this, right, are making great amounts of money. They're making leaps and bounds. They're buying other warehouses and companies and factories because they were going out of business. Banks are being pleaded by China right now to say, hey, please extend loans. Please allow these people to pay you 2 months, 3 months later on to get the economy back up and running with all this heartache that's coming around with the coronavirus. And they're saying no. They're giving 10% back to some of the companies. They're only giving a grace of 10% of the companies, with all the other 90 suffering right now. So my friends, people are bleeding in the streets in China. And the next piece is how are we going to attack that as it hits the US soil? As you'll start seeing the shelves in the retail stores, Target, Walmart's, Bed Bath & Beyond's, and all that stuff start to deplete because they can't get their containers. There are shores right now, ports that are saying you cannot come to port. Cargo can't come to port because of where you came out of. We don't want to infect our country. So they're just sitting out at sea right now, waiting to be ported into our economy. So how do we deal with it, right? How do we prepare for the storm? How do we not kill our own we don't self-destruct? How do we not kill ourselves doing this? It's looking at what are items, what are products inside the United States at this point in time right now that you can start sourcing, that you can start selling. You see, the US is great, right? We got a great economy. We build our own stuff. You guys probably don't realize that, right? The US is a great place to also go out and buy products that you can sell to the economy, especially as we might not be able in the near future to inherit, to import products from China. Might be 3 months, might be 6 months, might be a year, I don't know. But what I want you to do is I want you to prepare, right? Start do ask campaigns to your current buyers or your list and say, hey, what are things that you would love to purchase that are made in America? What stuff is the stuff that you're purchasing right now that's made in America, right? Is it steel signs? Is it attire? Is it wearables? Is it clothing? Is it print-on-demand things? POD in our words, right? So those things can be sourced inside America, which is pretty cool, right? The clothing department, we can do print-on-demand stuff. We can do hats. We can do stickers. We can do all kinds of cool, really cool stuff. We can do bags and towels and flip-flops and all kinds of cool other stuff that can be printed here and made in the United States, which is a pretty amazing thing, even though when we have our head set on China. So, my friends, this is your wake-up call during our Marketing Mondays at 11 a.m. Central Time. I appreciate you guys, by the way. And hey, if you're looking to figure out new ideas, if you want us to take a look at your business, reach out, private message us, and we'll get back to you and take a really cool look at what you're doing internally of how you're working your business, what your plans are, how you can optimize your funnels and make more this coming season. Okay, it's 2020, my friends. There's a lot of money to be made, so let's do it together. By the way, thank you guys for joining me here on Marketing Mondays. I see you guys all saying hello. What's up, Jade? What's up, Paul? What's up, Tim? What's up, Konstantin? Woo! Andreas, we got Scott. We got a lot of people joining us. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys showing up here. We're giving you the truth. This is the news of Marketing Mondays, okay? So go prepare, go be ready, but also harvest, okay? Now's the time to harvest, but it's also time to prepare. Be an ant, right? Be the ant. It's summer, but yet we know winter's coming, all right? Trey Lewellen out. Have a great rest of the day, guys. Enjoy your week. Appreciate you. I suck at being a CEO. Slice the credit card, 10K out.
Trey's like, hey, I found gun targets. We got wolf oil. What's the next offer we want to make?
It doesn't matter what it is. This works for everything.
Dude, blown away by your training in the reactive funnel.
Russell Brunson has brought together a collection of his top 2 Comma Club and 8-figure award winners.
Man, your thought process around optimization, just pick up the damn phone.
So let me ask you a quick question. What if I gave you the funnel? What if I gave you the G700 funnel that made it all happen?